Overcome self-doubt with hypnosis. Hi, I'm Dan Ross, director of the Silicon Valley Hypnosis Center, and I get a lot of people that come to me with self-doubt. It can come in their career where they have like imposter syndrome or they're doubting their ability to do something. It can show up in relationships, it can show up in health, it can show up in many different areas of life, but it's that sort of like feeling inside yourself that maybe you're not good enough or you can't do it, you're not capable. Not worthy, not deserving. And whether you're aware of that as a thought or not, that's often what's happening with self-doubt is there's a limiting belief there about not being worthy or good enough or competent or deserving or something like that. And so people stop themselves, and it can look a little like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It can also look like, you want to go for something, but then the actual fear feeling comes up, or it's masked as I don't want to do it, or it can show up as procrastination. And these are all solvable because self-doubt is informed by limiting beliefs that we can change. And these are not conscious beliefs like, people think beliefs sometimes as opinions like red cars are better than blue cars, but it's really those filters of how you see the world. Because if you felt inherently fully capable, competent, worthy, deserving, then there would be nothing stopping you. There would be no self-doubt. So we can look at the particular context or situations where you're feeling that self-doubt, and we can go and explore what those limiting beliefs are. And again, they're unconscious, so this is something that you need to do with a coach because our most limiting beliefs are unconscious. And once we change that, then that opens you up to just move forward with whatever you're doing and feeling good about doing it and feeling like there's nothing stopping you, often feeling positive, right? Feeling a sense of confidence or courage as you move forward, even excitement. So we work to change the limiting beliefs. There are also often internal conflicts. So part of you wants to move forward, but part of you doesn't, right? So there might be a conscious goal, I want this thing, but then that doubt creeps up, and that doubt is driven by some limiting belief, but it kind of feels like that 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's like, oh, I set aside time to make that phone call to get that better job, but then when it comes along, it's like, well, I don't think I have enough time in it, right? So that's sometimes how that shows up. And often these things are related to things that happen further in our past. So certain situations happen that where we were once confident, we feel a sense of self-doubt instead. So hypnotherapy helps to resolve that by exploring the nature of where all of this started. It can start with something fairly traumatic. It can start with something fairly benign. But there often was a point in our lives where we didn't have self-doubt. Because if you think about like a toddler, most toddlers don't have a lot of self-doubt when they want something. You tell them no, and they go right back like, yes, I still want it. And they're often screaming and yelling. So I think we all have that inside of ourselves. And somehow along the way, we learn that we shouldn't go for what we want. We should doubt ourselves. And again, whether that's because somebody put that belief into us or that we just kind of due to situations made that decision ourselves, those decisions and those beliefs can all be changed. And once we've done that, we can remove the self-doubt. And I also give you tools to help you feel a greater sense of confidence, feel a greater sense of worthiness, deserving, so that in those moments where even if it still starts to creep in a little bit, you have that tool to cut it down and feel something better and more positive and more empowering instead. And to learn more about this and how to overcome your own self-doubt using hypnotherapy, you can take the next step by looking for more information below, and look forward to helping you with that.